Already? It's only 29.
Oh, well, it said ready. We're live.
Hello? Somebody surprised me and cut my head off. I'm going to leave that here so y'all can see my whole Heath.
No, it's just because I haven't scrolled.
Oh.
I think.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, it wouldn't be me.
He told me to zip that thing down so we weren't all on frame. You wanted the focal point to be the food.
Well, yeah, you could change it if you want.
Yeah, it's going to mess it up.
Here, we'll just do like this all evening.
Haha.
How is everyone doing?
Yeah, am I even talking to anybody right now?
I don't know. Here, I feel like...
I just got off work and I'm super excited and super hungry, so I want to get this started. And this recipe takes a little bit of time.
Yeah, so why isn't it showing me comments?
Ugh.
Where am I? Am I not in the right place? No, that's right.
It's like every time we do it, it's a brand new time. And this recipe takes a little bit of time.
Yeah, so... Oops, sorry, y'all. I see comments. Let me see. Why is it not showing? What am I doing wrong here?
Technology is fun.
I feel like I'm not clicking somewhere correctly, so that's why I'm thinking.
You've had a lot going on this evening. We've been talking about a lot, and your mind's kind of muddled.
Oh. Yeah, like, why is it? No. That's so weird, y'all. I don't know why the comments aren't showing up. Maybe, I don't know. How long ago did you
little button right there, right?
Comment, y'all? Yeah, it's the one I'm on.
It's that one right there, right?
Yeah, the one that I've clicked on.
And it's not doing anything?
This one right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not doing anything.
Nothing's there.
Right click on it and see if you can open up in another window or something.
No.
Huh. That's annoying.
I know.
You don't want to restart it, right? It'll throw everything off.
Right. And I see people commenting here.
That's annoying if you got to go to your phone every time. Ugh.
Let's see what's going on. Oh, no. I thought for a second. Share screen.
While she's trying to fix that, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yes. Thank y'all for attending.
Tonight is very yummy soup we're making. A tom yum soup, in fact.
Oh, yeah?
We made it the other night, so I take my picture. And y'all, she messed me up.
Oh, good night, Lisa.
Aw.
Oh, man, I remember from Tom Yum, it was hot.
Yes, it messed me up. I couldn't finish it.
Oh, sorry you have to go, Lisa.
But it was really good. And y'all, I'm not a fan of soups in general usually, but this was really good. It's very fitting for this time of year right now, too, because it's really cold. In fact, it's showing, I think, next Wednesday, it's supposed to snow.
I know. Well, I thought it was Tuesday.
It's Tuesday or Wednesday. I can't remember. And I use my phone to check it, and where the phone is the camera. So I'm scared because last time it snowed here, it really wreaked havoc on our house. And then we have no chat. What is going on?
I don't know. Here, 1 second. I'm gonna. You might have a blank screen. Maybe it's because we are so cropped. Yeah, there it is.
Weird.
So it cut off a couple comments, but we'll get back to that. So to get started, let's first start loading in. Yeah. So for our tom yum soup.
What do we do first?
First, we're going to take the broth. Now, what I liked about this, I got this at Aldi, and it's a ginger turmeric chicken bone broth.
Works perfect for this dish.
Yeah, the ginger and the turmeric is great because one of the items, the whole thing. One of the items that's a traditional tom yum soup, it's called galan. I can't speak that way, but it's a G word, and basically it's like a ginger. It's along that same flavor profile, but none of my local stores have that. I probably would have to go to an Asian market, and I'm
that's not a
do
good
that.
idea for us, honestly, because last time we went to one of those, I think we dropped $100 buying different things.
I know.
It was like a little playhouse for us.
Yes. So I thought that was good with the ginger that's in it. Now, in my opinion, it's not overly on the ginger.
Nah,
and
which
then
is perfect for me.
Yeah, go ahead and add the can of diced tomatoes. Now, the tomatoes are optional, so you don't have to do that.
And I'm going to use the end of this measuring spoon to pop this lid.
Yeah. And then, now it's optional, but we like tomatoes. And in fact, I made this the other night without the tomatoes, and I really think the tomatoes add a good...
I'm going to do it slow so I don't splash.
Yeah, I think the tomatoes not only add like another color to the dish and another flavor and texture, I just think that's a good addition. Yeah, there we go. And then to spice it up, we've got here 3 serrano peppers that I sliced along with the seeds. And
I'm going to spread them around so they're not all in just one spot.
Because we are doing this all in the Instant Pot, y'all. Okay. And then also what we're going to need, let's do...
I wish I had one of those other trays. I could stack all this up on the tray and take it all at once.
Right?
That would be the professional way of doing it.
So this is, see how I pronounce it. I'm just going to do a teaspoon, and then we need a teaspoon of that. But this is togarashi. I think it has some good flavors in it for the soup. So it's got chili pepper, sesame seed, red pepper, orange peel, poppy seed, parsley, white pepper, and ginger, y'all. So that's just another way of getting a little more ginger in there. And then what Heath added is this. I found this at my local HEB. It says organic lemongrass turmeric, because it is kind of hard to find lemongrass all the time, and this is actually really clean, y'all. So if you can find this, you do have to refrigerate it afterwards. Actually give it 1 more teaspoon. So I really like the flavor. And then we're also going to do a teaspoon of black vinegar. It's optional.
Give me this. So I can at least put this in there and then get all over everywhere.
And then you're going to do a teaspoon of that and a teaspoon of the fish sauce. And then lastly, what we have here is 2 tablespoons of lime juice. That's what's going to give more, and the vinegar gives that kind of sour note that Thai food will have, like especially their tom yum soup. And then the fish sauce is just gives that subtle note. It's small enough. It's not going to taste fishy at all, but it's going to give just an umami flavor. Exactly. And then he's going to add, we have 2 pounds of chicken, just regular chicken breast that we have.
That's annoying.
Yeah. We have chunked. That's good. What happened?
It splashed me.
Oh, that sucks.
I know.
And I've already got it cut up. And so we're going to add the chicken to this. And then what I have here is some dried cilantro. Now, if you have fresh, that'd be really good. But
I'm going to go grab the chicken and put this other stuff in there.
I don't know if y'all have, when you buy cilantro, I'm telling you, cilantro and avocados are a problem, right? Because cilantro will be good for a few days, like 2 or 3 days maybe, and then it just wilts and it's just not as good anymore. So we take it when we get the cilantro and it's about to, wilt and everything. We put it on the dehydrator and we just dehydrate it.
You want this or you want gloves?
I was just gonna take the bag, open it, flip it in there.
I know it's gonna splash.
Well, then you do it with that. Whatever is
I'm
good
gonna
for
do the
you.
gloves. I'm gonna do gloves. I like gloves.
Okay. So we'll add all of that. So this is what it looks like so far, y'all. Let's see. Oh, it's hard to see. Oh my gosh, but beautiful color of that. So yeah, if you could do fresh cilantro, that's really good. Especially you could put some in there now, and then top it with some fresh as well. But I figured if I bought it last Saturday, probably wouldn't be good by today. I'm not really good with fresh herbs, y'all. So I thought this would be good. And then the other thing we're going to do just for Heath, because Heath likes it. You're going to cook them right now?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, at least get the thing ready. I'm going to put these in. I figured I'll just glove up. That way I just have to glove up the one time.
Oh, but you could also, what's good about the soup?
Versatile.
Yes. So you could use whatever meat or protein you prefer. I just think chicken is just easy. And I think maybe it's because every time I go to a Thai restaurant, usually the chicken is not an upcharge, but like beef and shrimp is. So I always end up getting the chicken. But I think shrimp would go well in this too. But if you're doing shrimp, don't do it in the instant. I mean, still do this part in the Instant Pot, probably not as long. And I would just add the shrimp like 5 minutes and that's it. If that.
But the reason why I'm gloving up right now.
Oh, yeah.
Because I can handle the shrimp as well at the same time.
And actually add 2 tablespoons of butter to this. I forgot that, y'all. Because it adds a good little fat to it. Because especially with chicken breast being so lean.
And then hack me off some too, so I throw in the pan.
Okay.
Normally we would set up our hot plate right here for y'all, but it's just way too crowded. So I'm just gonna step aside for a minute and do this on the stove.
So if you're using something fattier, like
Tell me one off too, please. Either give me the whole thing, and I'll just go put it in there and put that away.
Ooh, it's gonna fall out. Here, do it like that. But usually if you are doing like chicken thighs, then you might not need to add as much fat. So just, change depending on the protein you're using, whether it's really lean protein or not.
We had another dish we were working on, and we bought some chicken breast on sale. Did you already tell them this? Mm-mm. Okay, you're looking at me like, oh yeah, I just said that. So we just took this and set it aside for this recipe.
Right.
And there's a couple of pieces that are still frozen. Okay.
Well, because it was hiding.
I was just adding. Can they even see me doing this?
Yeah, they can see you doing that. That's all on camera. So he's just adding the chicken to this. And then one thing, I think most of y'all
take the spatula and just break that up. There's little chunks.
Okay. I can't see y'all.
I'm trying to make sure I don't drip.
Mm-hmm. There.
And then, did you pre-season these or no?
Just some salt and pepper.
Okay.
And I'm just kind of stirring everything around.
We got one little bit sliver left.
Nice.
And another one.
So yeah, this chicken had hardly any fat on it. I'm just gonna add a little more salt, just a little, but salt to taste.
So now that I'm gloved up, I'm gonna walk over to the stove and start putting this shrimp in.
Yeah.
This shrimp, the butter is nice and melted. And I just have it on 4.
So there's this, and then Heath is going to put this in the Instant Pot, and he will put it for 45 minutes. I'm trying to see how I can get it to him.
What, baby?
I was just trying to get it over to you. So 45 minutes in the Instant Pot. Chicken will be cooked. It'll be so good. It smells amazing. So I'm really looking forward to this, especially with all of the cold weather coming.
Yes.
Like, we are really craving like hot foods. And so this is so comforting. And this is one of my favorite Thai dishes. Like, anytime I go to a Thai restaurant, I have to get at least a cup of tom yum soup. Sometimes more. Oh, you know what? We forgot the mushrooms.
Oh, yeah.
One last thing.
I haven't turned it on yet.
Yeah, one last thing. We got to add mushrooms to this, y'all. I totally forgot.
You probably chop those up with that butter knife too, right?
I'll try.
If not, I'll get you another real knife. Just let me know.
Let's see.
I'm just trying to clean up some of this ruckus.
Yeah, I could cut it with this.
Yeah. And you're going to throw it back in there and hand it back to me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. These two go back on the shelf, though, right?
Yes.
And everything else goes in, well, that one's shelf too. But these three go
no, the paste is going to go in the fridge.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This one, no, this one just goes in the cabinet.
Yeah.
Goes in the door or the shelf, though. I don't remember.
That one goes.
I was over here by your olives.
Oh, okay.
Right now.
Okay, and I'm just chunking the mushrooms. I like them to have good chunks.
Yeah, we like them meaty. Because I feel like if we diced them or sliced them, they just dissolve in when they're cooking.
Yeah, exactly. So Heath is just saying, yeah, if you just slice them up, they're likely to dissolve. And I like soup. You know what annoys me is if you've been on cruises. That's one of my gripes about cruises. Is their soups, all of the veggies and meats and stuff, it's like they dice it so freaking thin.
So it'll go further.
Well, yeah, but it's like you just have these little tiny pieces, and it's like I want chunks, like especially cream of mushroom soup. Whenever I've done cream of mushroom soup, I preferred
chunky
with chunks of mushrooms in it, like nice, like you could see the mushroom. And a lot of times I've noticed when I've gotten cream of mushroom soup, it's like these little tiny, just like specks of mushrooms. You know, they're just so finely diced, and it's kind of like, can I have a meat? I like texture. I like chunks. So let me know, what do y'all like when it comes to soup? Do you like the more like a bisque where it's very creamy and rich, or and very smooth, or do you like almost like a stew consistency where there's nice chunks in it with a little bit of broth? Or do you like where it's mostly broth and everything is just really tiny to where you just basically could drink it down? So let me know, and that means we're done. Oh, well, he's got to turn the Instapot on, and then we'll have the 45 minutes. Well, yeah. Plus.
I guess that would make sense. Huh?
Yeah. And I saw earlier here, it commented, I'm sorry, y'all, that for whatever reason, Restream was being silly. I did the soup button.
Okay. I've never done that, so I don't even know where it's at.
It's on the left-hand side, and it'll say soup.
Saute, slow cook, poultry, bean, chili, meat, stew, soup. The very top one. And that's it? Oh, it's automatic 45.
Okay, from the other day.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's it. All right.
We hurry up and wait.
Yes. Wasn't that fun? So anyways, 22 Cat said, hi, Shelly, Heath, and the whole crazy horde. Hey, Lynn, how are you doing?
No, I see what you mean by it. I started on the shrimp too early.
And then Sherry said, greetings, all y'all. Please smash the like button. Thank you so much, Sherry. Thank you. And then also I want to say that for all of the channel members, and Rickwin, I know you responded. A lot of people did not respond to the email. Oops. And so since most people didn't, and then a few that did all of a sudden are not going to be able to, things happen. That's fine.
What do they say? Life happens.
Right. So I only had 2 people who were 100% yes. And so I was like, well, I mean, is this Saturday not a good Saturday for people? And so I asked in the HH chat, and it seems like most everybody is saying the 25th would work better. So I'm going to change the supper club to the 25th, January 25th. It'll still be the same time. So the 6 p.m. Central Time, but it'll be on the 25th. Rickwin, does that work for you? Are you okay with that? Because you were one of my yeses. So let me know if that's the case. So as long as, by everyone who said yes, I don't want to
mess up their plans.
Right. But I was just like, well, I mean, if everybody's got busy, and I know with everything happening next week, like I know a lot of my coworkers, they're trying, they've got a lot of stuff going on, and I know in the Houston area it's kind of crazy right now because we're expecting the snow.
Right.
So we shall see, because I was already thinking I'm going to need to get up early tomorrow to go to the grocery stores, because I just imagine as the weekend progresses, it's going to get busier and busier.
Right.
Thankfully, everything that's on our list isn't like, I don't think what most people are going to be like rush panic buying.
Right.
So I think we'll be okay there.
And I got an awesome recipe I'm going to start working on Sunday. I'm excited about it too.
Yeah, I'm excited too, y'all.
Wow.
So Rickwood, just let me know
Please.
If you can reply now if the 25th would work for you as well.
Because I also got some good news also from work.
Oh,
sort of.
You're going to share it here or on Sunday?
I can tell them on both.
Oh, okay.
Fine. Because y'all know we love Landry's restaurants. We're both members of their group. What's really cool is on your birthday, they give you a $25 gift card or a credit for $25. You can use it anytime, per se. But she got one for her birthday, but expires, you said you have until the 15th to use it, right?
Of February.
Yeah. Well, this is kind of crazy. Last year, I guess, I won the Halloween contest at work, which gave me a $25 gift card. I get, y'all noticed before, I get multiple gift cards at work for an attaboy kind of bonus. But this is the first time I've ever gotten a $25 gift card. So I have never been able to turn these in for use at Landry's. Because the way the system is, I have to turn, with Landry's, I can only get a $25 or more from them. The only time I've ever been able to use it before, it was like Buffalo Wild Wings, Target, Kroger, Sam's, something like that. Because I've always gotten a $10 or $15. But this time I got a $25. But what's crazy is they announced it like a day or two after Halloween, said that I'm the winner. But they never sent me the gift card. They finally sent it today. So we've been waiting till I got that card so we can use the two of them together to go for a dinner. What's really cool, we're going to end up going to Saltgrass, because every Friday and Saturday night, they do a special for prime rib. And it's always really, really good. So why not use the $50 for that? And I've been chatting back and forth to the supervisor that was running the contest, trying to figure out why I haven't got my card yet. And just laughing with her and bragging about how Shelly would use a coupon on a coupon. And how she made me sign up for Starbucks to get her a free cup. She was like, that's so brilliant. She was, I love that too. She goes, I love using gift cards for stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
She was like, that's brilliant. Tell your wife, good job, whatever.
Right. Well, and so a local bakery here that also has a coffee shop, it's called Common Bond. They sent me, like for some reason, if I don't go there for like a month or something, then I'll get in their app, hey, come back and get a free drip coffee on us. So I just keep going for the free coffee.
Right.
And then they keep do it again. I'm like, are they just paying me to visit? I guess they think, well, most people are going to buy something else with their coffee.
Don't know you,
I know. I'm like, they don't know me. I'll just keep going for my free cup of coffee.
And they're a bakery also.
Yeah.
Pre-keto, we used to go there to get a Queen of Mon. It's a beautiful dish. Well, it was back in the day. We had one cheat day and had one, and we weren't impressed. It was after we were keto for what, 2 years, 3 years?
I think 3 or 4.
Yeah. And we weren't impressed with it. Like, well, that was a waste. And they're kind of expensive too.
Yeah.
Because they're like a boutique, specialty bougie bakery.
Right. Well, I guess they're supposed to be kind of like a French bakery because they do a lot of, French style, like they do. Their main thing is macarons.
And that's what the Queen of Mon is too, isn't it?
No. Queen of Mon is more like a croissant. That's probably what you're thinking.
But I thought it was a French croissant.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, French. Yeah, Queen Amman. And then they, of course, have their whole line of croissants. And yeah, so they do a lot of that, but they also do serve breakfast and lunch. And they do have a couple things and we went there one time and we were like, well, we can eat here too. And
we kind of meh.
Yeah, we were like, it's kind of expensive for like the steak dish. You don't get a lot of steak for the price.
Well, I find with a lot of those bougie restaurants, the more they charge you, the less food they give you too. That's very disappointing to me.
Yeah. So, yeah. Okay, Rickwin, if that works for you, if you're okay, then I'll do that.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Thank you so much. I know now we got plans tomorrow night. You gonna send all that right now, or are you gonna wait?
Yeah, there we go.
No.
I'll send it. Okay. And
Thank you.
So let's see where I was at on comments. And then Lisa said, oh man, I remember Tom Yum. It was hot. I always get it hot, y'all. Like if you ever go for Thai food, they're like, okay, you go from 0 to 5.
And she goes, bring me a 6.
I know. I'm like, no. And actually the one charm that I've gone before, it's like 1 to 5, I think, on theirs, but 1 is no spice. It'll say blah, blah, blah. 4 is like extra spicy. And then 5 is Thai spicy. And I'm like, yes, I want the 5. And they're usually like, are you sure? I'm like, yes.
Is that the one we were eating at the one time and they went over and grabbed the chef and goes, hey, come here.
No, that was pre-keto.
Yeah, I know, but still, the fact that they even did that.
Right. That was in the Woodlands area, I think. And then I see Gigi's here. Hey, Gigi. Said good evening, everyone. And I'm sorry it's not showing everybody's comments. I don't know how it determines. But I do see L Strange then said, I need to get cooking for the dudes. Y'all have a great night or super night. Thank you.
We miss you.
And then I saw Patty said, good evening. Hey, Patty, how are you? And then for some reason, and then it gave Kendra's hello. And let me see. And then it looks like we're good from there on. So hi, Kendra. How are you? How are you feeling? Caden's here as well. Hey, Caden said, hello, everyone. Hi, Shelly and Heath. Hub's working. Kids sleeping at my sister's. Ooh, thought I'd be a lady of leisure, but all I've done is clean. Oh, well, now it's time for you to be leisurely, right? Enjoy your evening of peace, it sounds like.
Right.
Wow. What other plans? You got a good book to read? That's what I would think. I'd like, probably if I had a low night, it would be like a hot bubble bath and a good book. That sounds like relaxing to me. Patty said, we aren't supposed to see above freezing until Wednesday. Wow. Is it starting on Monday for you, or are you already in it? That is crazy. Patty, please stay warm. Well, how about right now, because all of you all over, what do you think is the best, or give me your favorite winter tip? Like
stay inside.
Like we already this week, we covered our outside spigots. So we have 2 outside spigots. They're both covered.
Yes.
And then this, what?
We have that wrap for the water heater. I was even telling a customer about it earlier. I forgot to check it, make sure it's plugged in.
Oh yeah, I thought you plugged it in.
I know, but
yeah, let's check.
My thing is too, I need to trust but verify. I want to make sure.
Yeah, so we're gonna check on that.
Remind me when I go out later to take the trash to the street.
Yeah,
tell me to look.
Okay, we'll try that then. I think the comments are all good. But let's see. I'm just making sure. Okay, good. Nobody's saying that we're off again. But anyways, so I think those are really good. So what's another tip you would suggest? So y'all share your tips for hopefully getting through really bad weather.
Blankets?
Well,
Let me make sure you have plenty.
yeah. Well,
Make
let's
sure
see what everybody else says
I thought you were
too.
telling me. Okay.
Oh, I ain't. We gave a couple,
All
right?
Yeah.
I want to see what everybody else has. But if somebody comes up with one I've never heard of or didn't think about, I
Right.
like that. Rickwood said, "Hey, yo, happy Friday! I'm tired tonight." Well, you sure came in with a lot of excitement.
All right.
Spent the afternoon meat prepping.
Oh, nice.
I got a 9-pound whole New York strip.
Whoa.
I cut into 11 steaks and
Nice.
chuck roast top sirloin tip.
Oh,
Chop,
wow.
chop, chop. Wow, that's awesome, Joe. What a great steal there, all of those.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm kind of jealous.
Doesn't it make you feel good? You're like, okay, I know I can eat really good for the next few weeks. I'm a stoner. Said, hey, yo, heading home. HEB was insane.
I bet.
Yeah, that's what I'm concerned about.
Tomorrow?
That's why I want to get up early and
You
go.
want me to help you?
Oh.
You're like, I don't get up that early. But just remember this: the sooner you get there, the sooner you get back home.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, you're gonna look on the bright side of life.
The bright side of life.
Exactly.
I
don't want to watch that.
Mm-hmm. And then Rickwood said, I'm ready for the polar vortex coming through next week. Hopefully it'll be over by the time I have to travel again. Oh, I sure hope so.
I'm worried about too, because I don't want to be out driving tonight either.
Oh no, that's what they said, especially here in Houston, is plan to not leave your house during that time. And that's why, we don't want that to happen.
So I was chatting with one of the customers about earlier too. Like the people down here can barely drive in the sunshine. Throw some other wind and rain, or God forbid snow at them. It'll really rock their world.
Renee said, not sure how next Monday and Tuesday will go. Temp in the 20s.
Ouch.
With rain plus several big bridges to get to work. Oh,
that's scary.
Oh, I forget you have to work on Monday.
I do too.
Oh, I don't.
Show off.
So I do plan to sleep in Monday, so that's okay if I have to get up early tomorrow, because Sunday and Monday I will be sleeping in.
So you think?
Mm-hmm. Toy TQ Cat said, I'm trying to just ignore the rest of winter.
Right?
Laugh out loud. Have had enough snow and cold for this winter. 61 days until spring.
Being rude. Hurry
up. Right? I sure hope. I don't like to rush it, but I don't like the extreme cold. Like
Mm-hmm.
I want cool. Mm-hmm. Like, highs in the 60s, lows in the 40s, I think is perfect.
Right.
But I don't want it to be highs in the 40s like right. That. Then that's what's rough. Highs in the 60s is good. 70s, I would still be happy with.
Because at least we have ceiling fans.
But I don't want to move to the 80s, 90s, and 100s. That's why I'm like, well, I don't want to go too fast. I don't want the hot weather to be here too quickly. Renee said, stoop. I don't like drinking meals. Right? That's what he says.
I much prefer a chowder.
Right? Everybody talking back and forth. And Rickwood said, Shelly, I may be traveling, but I should be settled by then. Depends on the weather as whether I travel. Oh, I think Shauna's here.
Oh, nice.
I just saw her there. Hey, Shauna.
Howdy.
Oh, Rickwood said she did all of her shopping today. That is good. I had to work.
Me too.
And again, I'm not good about getting up. I barely get up and get logged into work by 8.
Right.
Like some days. And now they're like, okay, with the new year, really need to make sure we're just working 40 hours.
Aww.
And I kind of was getting where I was, 15 minutes of OT here, there,
I've been over every day this week too.
Well, so this week, since they're like, okay, let's really try to cap it at 40. So it really was logging in at 8 in the morning. So I'm like, oh, I've been okay. Yeah, I can get up at 7:40 then,
Wow.
and roll into there like right at 7:59. I'm okay. I know. Heath is just like, I could never.
That's nerve wracking to me. I was taught if you're not early, you're late.
Yeah, but I can't be early because I can't log in and start working early.
Yeah, but yeah.
Shauna, she said, hey, all, mom had her video follow up. Good. Nephew came over to say hi. Now I can pop in for a bit.
Aww.
Oh, now because you might have actually said it, but yeah, that's awesome. Because your mom's birthday is tomorrow, you said. So happy early birthday to your mom. Wish her for us. Sorry, that sucks that she had to get the surgery right around her birthday, though, right?
That's awful.
22Q Cat said those gift cards you get frequently from work are great perks with your job, Heath.
Yeah.
Every little bit helps.
Right. Because what I've been doing the last few, I just get them for Target and give it to her. She spends it for our groceries, or we were using it for the
Kroger
Halloween too, though.
Oh yeah. But yeah, sometimes we'll get Kroger, and I've really been hoping to, like, mine at work, I'm trying to save up so that I can cash it in right before our road trip. And I've been trying to ask other people at work, but so far nobody seems to have done it. So used to, you could get like Visa cards or MasterCards with your points. And so, like, say you wanted a $50 one, it was just a $50 one. You use it and then you toss it, right? Then they decided to do away with that. And instead, they're doing what's called an Achievers Visa. But you can load it when you first get it, it's reloadable. But it looks like when you order it, you can only put $25 on it. But then you reload it. So I'm like, okay, so what do I have to do? And it doesn't seem to answer. And it's like, well, how come when I first order it, I can only do 25? Why can't I do 100 when I first order it? Like, that's why do weird. I have to? Yeah, but nobody I know uses it. So I don't know how well it works, but I just was thinking, because before I've gotten a Sam's gift card, which worked whenever we got gas. But I'm like, the Visa would be very handy because then I can use it anywhere.
Is there any way you can message the card holder? I mean, the issuer and find out?
There's probably a way I can email somebody, but
there's not even a supervisor you can ask about it.
Because it's a huge website that we go through, pass it on points.
Yeah,
and they have, like, you could buy actual items with your points. So if I wanted, like cookware, I could buy that, or purses. Then they have tons of virtual credit cards, which is what the Sam's is and the Kroger is. But the Kroger one you can't use for gas. Now, last time at Sam's, they let us use it for the Sam's gas. And then I checked all the travel gift cards, but none of them, like, I was looking for Love's because we're going to be hitting up a lot of Love's because most of them have a dog park, but they don't carry Love's on the travel cards. And then they have a few physical gift cards, and that's what that Visa is. So, I read all of the information, and they said that there's a way you can have your points automatically loaded to it.
Yeah.
So I guess I just have to order it for 25, and then when I get it, then load the rest of the points I want. But what sucks about it, all of my gift cards, now this isn't the case for Heath, but on mine, I then have to pay taxes on it.
That's dumb.
So they add it. So if I have to plan it strategically, because, like, if it's a week where maybe I'm working overtime or other things, I get my PTO paid out, I don't want to add another $100 or whatever and have to pay taxes. Then it's a big hit. So I try to plan that out, and then plus, like, plan it out sometimes in smaller amounts so it's not hitting me all at once.
This is crazy.
But even for the Living Well reward, like for your shoes and stuff, it works the same way. So one time I had the Living Well reward that then I got taxed on, plus when I cashed in my points, and I was like, oh,
that hurts.
Oh, that hurts. It does.
Yeah, because when I get mine, they're just an e-gift card.
Yeah.
And I can use them anywhere. What it is, it gives me a link. They send me an email. I follow the link, and they give me a passcode to get into it. But then I can pull up any business on that list and use it. And of course, our company is the first thing on the list because everything else is all alphabetical. But ours just pops in front of it though.
But yeah,
it's been very handy to use it too. Because everywhere we've used it, it's always worked.
It works just like a normal gift card.
Right.
But one thing, one of my coworkers was telling me, she says she wished instead of us getting points, we would just be sent swag.
No, because then they give you silly stuff that you don't want.
Which you get all the time,
right?
And that's why I'm like, I don't think I personally want swag with my points. I mean, and this week, all I did was my basic job.
Yeah.
And my manager recognized me and my work sister because we were tag teaming on it. And then I got actually 2 boosts on it.
Nice.
So one was my department head and one was the assistant department head. I don't know what their job titles are, but they both boosted it. So I got $30 extra for just doing what I'm supposed to do.
But you could use that also for that gift card like you're talking about, the one credit card one. Yeah. And we could use that for dinner too. And then it'd be both of our companies pay for everything.
Well, yeah.
I'm just saying.
But I just am like, okay, well, I'm really trying to save up those and all of the different receipt apps I use. I want to wait and cash all of those in right before we go on the road trip because then that's like our gas money.
Right. That makes sense.
That's what I was thinking. Renee said, work that coffee system, cuz I'm saying you got to, right? You gotta get all your freebies. Shada said, helped her sort of get into bed earlier for a nap, and she accidentally kicked me in the stomach. Oh, poor thing. And then you're back too. Goodness.
And then pre-keto, we used to sign up for every single restaurant in the area.
Yeah.
All kinds of freebies. Like there's one pizza joint we used to like to go to. They give you a large for your birthday. A large 1 or 2 topping pizza. And it was just completely free.
Yeah. The whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I did pretty good on what I got for free this year. So I got from Dutch. And what I like when these now this is what I'll say, with Dutch and Starbucks, your free coffee is whatever the heck you want it. So it's like really a gift because, for people like me, you're going to add all the shots and everything else. Or, I mean, the good thing about Dutch is they don't charge extra for any flavors added or for breve. But a lot of them, like Starbucks and Scooters, every flavor is an extra like 75 or 80 cents.
Ouch.
I know. But Scooters, which I think I still have the reward on there, now they cap it at $6. I'm like, I don't even get a free.
Yeah. First world problems.
I know.
Like my dad used to say, though, you would be mad if you got hung with a brand new rope. I was like, well, yeah, I don't want to get hung.
Right? And then Shauna said, Mom's birthday is tomorrow, so nieces and my brother and me are doing a little surprise today because tomorrow doesn't work for everyone else. Oh, well, that's nice. Oh, so they're coming today. Oh, how fun is that?
Yeah, I should have spun that around so I can see how much time left on it.
Oh, right.
Because I want to go, that's what I want to do because I need to go give them that shrimp here in a second.
Shauna said, will do. And she says, thanks, everyone. Aw, I love how y'all.
It says it's just 41 right now.
And then we have to wait for it to release. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
Patty,
I'll figure when it gets down to like 15, then I'll go over and start on the shrimp.
Oh, okay. Patty said it starts tonight early morning. Ooh.
What does? I'm sorry.
The cold weather, the
Oh,
freezing
right.
weather.
Oh.
Oh, Patty, please stay warm.
Not
Oh my
interested.
gosh, stay safe. Let's hear the tips, y'all. Patty says gonna have to drip faucets starting
Yes.
tomorrow evening.
Yes, us too.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Well, what I'm gonna do, and I think this worked pretty well last year, as long as we have power.
Don't jinx us.
I'm gonna start because the cold weather I think hits sometime Monday. So I figured that evening, like right before we go to bed,
Yes.
gonna start a load of laundry, and that should keep that water going for a little while. And then like the next day that we'll at the coldest part we'll run the dishwasher and keep the laundry and all that. So that's part of what we'll be doing. But yeah, definitely gonna be dripping faucets. They say drip in each section of the home.
Yeah.
What's each section though?
Wherever you have water.
Well, it didn't say everywhere you have water.
Well,
It said each section of your home.
That's what I understand it to be.
Oh, okay.
And like I was telling you too, we might even take one of those little space heaters and put it in there facing the water pipes too.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Like under the kitchen sink.
Yes.
But there's also, that corner where it broke before.
Mm-hmm.
Should we, last year we had it pointed at that.
Yes.
But this is what I'm really excited about because last year we didn't have the insulation.
Right.
Or 4 years ago, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's got real good insulation. So I'm hoping, y'all, that really helps with things.
Me too.
So...
And we still have, just in case, we still have some firewood in the garage too.
Yeah, if the power goes, then we have that.
And then she also had me double check and make sure that we have 3 propane bottles. So I have 3 propane cookers too.
Yeah, just in case, because even if the power goes out, I don't want to drive anywhere. So we'll just have to make do here. And so, that means cooking here.
The only problem, though, 2, I guess, the one big one, our Blackstone, is outside. Yeah. But at least with that one, the one griddle, little small one in the garage, at least we can be out of the wind and everything. We can be in the garage and I think I'm more break if we're cooking there.
I was reading another tip. They said to keep your garage door closed as much as possible because of the water heater. Because then if you open it, all that cold air comes into the water heater.
That's true.
So it'd be best if we could cook out there.
Oh boy, all right.
But we can always move the Blackstone under the covered area if we need to.
That's true.
And cook, and we can bundle up at least. So, but yeah, dripping water.
The only problem with that too, though, this time of year it gets darker quicker. So we have to do it outside very quick.
Well, yeah, and plan ahead. Right. So hopefully, y'all. Renee said, "Still haven't passed." Oh no!
Oh, sorry.
Can't take 1 to 6 weeks. Oh my gosh!
It's right there on the wall. There's a little thing. See it?
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Renee.
That really is 1 to 6 weeks, but that's a long time to be in pain.
I'm sorry. There's no way they can hot rod it and get it out?
Or are they giving you anything to help with at least the pain? Because she says, but pain is now low back and pelvic. So guess it's moved some past 2 days. Pain comes in waves with high intensity and nausea. Oh.
Is it affecting your work too? Is it making it more difficult? I'm sorry.
Well, I'm sure. I'm so sorry, Renee. I hate that. 1 to 6 weeks. That just seems awful. Shauna said, I spent 9 hours at the hospital yesterday, feeling it today. I am sure. I'm so sorry, Shauna. That is so sweet.
Good.
Huh?
I hope her recovery runs good.
Yeah, but that's so nice of you to be there, and it sounds like the whole time, but that is definitely draining. I know probably most of us have spent time in the hospital with loved ones,
Mm-hmm.
and it's
No
just
bueno.
emotionally draining, and it's, also it's tiring at a hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. So wow, I'm sure you're feeling it. Plus, yesterday, all of your stress is high and everything, and it seemed like it was late yesterday when you finally got her home. So your cortisol was probably so high most of the day, because even though you got her home, it's still, you're just still concerned, and so probably today your levels are finally dropping because you're like, okay, she's good, she made it. Like you're actually really okay, she made it, she's good, we're gonna be fine. And so now it's dropping, and it's like, okay, time to sleep. Right? Oh, this is a good one. Lisa says put new batteries in your flashlights. That is good. We do have some flashlights we probably need to put batteries in.
Yeah, I don't know where they're at, though. That's my problem.
Yeah, or charge them, because I know a lot of people have the rechargeable flashlights.
That one we have, remember, it doesn't even charge anymore.
I know, but a lot of people have those.
Yeah.
So make sure your phones and your flashlights.
We should probably charge our chargers. The little
and your backup battery chargers are all fully charged. Mm-hmm. I like that. Good suggestion. So yeah, we need to make sure we do that. Get those backup batteries. Make sure they're all fully charged. Lisa said, putting the flannel sheets on your bed. Right. Yes, I was thinking about that. I might do that. Mm-hmm. Like Sunday or a Monday, change out and put the flannel on.
You might do that on Monday while I'm working, I guess.
Oh. While you're working, huh?
Unless you would use a vacation day and hang out with you and help you with the sheets.
Oh, I thought we'd do that night.
Oh, all right.
Sharon said, I just learned Monday was a holiday. Laugh out loud.
Me right? Too.
Honestly, all of us had to look up, because I don't know, it was maybe earlier this week, and one of the coworkers was like, oh yeah, remember y'all, Monday's a holiday. And like all of us are like, what a holiday is it? Like we're still like recovering from Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like to already have another holiday. It's like, wow, what, where are we at? What month is this? And there's another holiday.
But speaking of holidays, Shauna, help me with the count. How many more days until the trip? Please. I'm super excited. Obviously not excited enough. I can't remember the count.
I know it's less than 2 months.
Yes, that's amazing.
Shauna said there's nothing about polar and vortex that sounds even remotely good.
Right. It sounds dangerous.
Oh, Shauna said, oh no, she's up but had a good few hours. Well, that's good. And Renee said, is Monday a holiday? Yes, it is. Like Shauna said, Martin Luther King Day. That's right. I work for a bank, so basically almost any holidays we're going to get. If the Fed is closed, we're closed.
Yes.
Brenda F., hey, said good evening, Heath, birthday girl in the Horde. Oh, good evening. How are you doing?
Who that?
Let me see. Oh, Shauna says, oh my gosh. So what is your guess on the days?
What?
What's your guess on how many days? Yeah.
23. No. 54?
49. Wow. 49 days?
That's why I told you that list I gave you we were looking at earlier. We need to get on that tomorrow.
I know.
We got some stuff planned, but we need to,
Well, you've been saying it. You were the one off on Tuesday. 49. So like earlier, Lynn said 61 days until spring. So we'll be there when it's still winter.
Yeah.
49. Hopefully no snow though.
Who on here right now is gonna be that lives up in that area for the whole meetup?
What do you mean?
And so they can tell us what the weather is typically like that time of year.
You haven't got there yet, right? Well, what Betraya told me is she said, well, that time of year you never know.
Oh, okay.
It might be really cold or it could be more like spring weather.
Okay. I'm just trying to plan what we need to bring.
Yeah.
What kind of clothes?
I don't know. Shawnee said, yeah, I rested but couldn't sleep while she was.
Right?
Exactly.
Because you never know.
Yeah, it is hard. It's hard taking care of someone else, and especially when they're so close to you, because even when you can sleep, then you feel worried. And so it's not going to be good sleep probably for a few days.
Mm-hmm.
So try to rest while you can, Shauna. That's important, especially because you're still healing as well.
Right.
So, you got to still look after yourself. So don't do anything that could jeopardize your back, okay? Brenda F said, no mail bank holiday. That's right. 22Q Cat said, no, Shelly, it's never okay to have to get up early. Haha, enjoy your sleep in day. I'm saying. L Strange said, I'm hoping to shut down school so I won't have to leave. Max is hoping too. I mean,
we can just tell him he's sick that day. They don't know any better.
But I mean, especially if there is snow or ice.
I guess I was bad as a kid. If I really, really didn't want to be at school, I'd just go visit the nurse and tell her I got sick and threw up in the bathroom. They're going to go check the bathroom and make sure. And they'd send me home. And I lived close enough back then I could just walk back home.
But I think the thing is, back when I don't think they had as strict attendance.
That's why now, too, when they get in trouble, they do end school suspensions instead of sending you home, because they lose money if they send you home.
Well, so I feel like nowadays, and of course Lisa can confirm, nowadays you can only be off like a lot less. As I feel like too, there were days like that when I was at school where I was like, you know what, I'm done with it today, and so I would just hey and leave for the day, but I don't think that's always possible.
Right.
But it is ridiculous, waiting. Why do we have to wait to find out that they're going to close school or not,
I sound like one of them old grumpy. Back in my day.
Right, I know. Isn't that sad that we do that a lot?
Right.
Back in my day. What was funny, y'all, I went to
uphill both ways.
Dutch earlier today, right before the live.
Thank you.
And
thank you, Renee, for my cup holder, too.
I know, isn't that cool?
Yes, I love this thing.
Well, the guy who was taking my order, I was like, okay, he's like, what can I get you? And I said, so first drink is, the iced tea with sugar-free double rainbow. And he goes, bet. And I go, okay. And the second drink is the extra hot white coffee breve, sugar-free chocolate, sugar-free red raz. And he goes, bet. Anything else? And I was like, no. And he goes, bet. And he's like, okay. And he does the swivel, they want their tip, even though they actually get paid pretty well there. But anyways, and I just thought it was funny. I was like, bet. Everything was bet. I'm like, oh. So I messaged my work sister and I'm like, he kept saying bet. And she was like, pitch him. And she goes, oh, I bet punch him. But pitching works too.
So violent.
You should see what she was saying to me earlier about, I was I'm taking off for the road trip, and she was like, you're a loser. You're so lame. Shelly, not for CEO. I'm telling Bailey, you suck.
Wow. I fear she takes off more often than you do. Just to go thrifting.
Oh, no, she's not doing that this year. She's giving up thrifting, y'all. She's like, she's not going to do it this year. I was like, wow, it's almost like a no-spend year for you. Just kind of. Shauna said, I have earbuds, so she can't hear. I sent her the message. Aw, that's so sweet. Patty said, I did my shopping yesterday. Good. We should be good until the highs are back in the 40s. Had to go to 3 different stores to find eggs.
Ouch. Good thing we bought a bunch of them. Maybe you should buy some more.
They're not, you know how much eggs? They're like $3 a dozen right now.
Because of everybody.
Well, because of the flu got to them. So, yeah, well, I just checked. We still have 10 dozen eggs in the refrigerator. Shauna said, HH road trip 49 days. Yes, I'll keep the countdown still. Thank you. Let's see. Everybody's talking back and forth. Y'all are so chatty. Rickwood said, I never liked those reloadable Visa cards. There were so many places where I couldn't use them.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Well, this one, it didn't say. Now, they do have one. They call it the Wellness MasterCard. And so that's only for medical. And then they have one that's like, I think it was called like entertainment or something. MasterCard, which you're only limited. But this Visa said it works anywhere Visa is accepted. But when I've gotten them before, not the reloadable one, it was just the regular Visa they used to have. They don't have it anymore. But then I would get it in the dollar amounts, and I never had a problem. But it says this is the same thing. They're saying what they did at the time is they transitioned from the set dollar amount to now reloadable, so they're not constantly sending out new Visa cards.
It's annoying, though.
But I went through all of the terms and conditions to see, okay, what's going on, blah, blah, blah. And it did say, anytime you just reload your Visa. So I'm guessing once you buy the Visa card, then when you log into your Pass It On, it's on there and you just select reload. That's what I couldn't get confirmed. And that's why I was like, well, how's that work? Britta S. said, thinking I will buy more sausage for the sausage balls. So good.
We did one last night, too. And she made them with the blueberry, what's it called?
Blueberry pie.
Yes.
Keto chow.
And then also you made a dip for it. It was amazing.
Yeah, so last night, y'all, I did the blueberry sausage balls. And so it's
we just did it in a regular sausage, a pork sausage also.
Yeah, I think... Was it the sage one?
Yes.
Yeah, so the sage breakfast sausage.
That was really good.
But we did use the Monterey Jack cheese.
Because we already had it shredded.
And then the blueberry pie, keto chow, and, made those balls. And then I made a blackberry maple chipotle sauce.
Way good. And then I had some leftover. I put it on my hard-boiled eggs this morning. That was really good.
Oh, man.
And I was telling you what we need to do. Oh, man, that's what you need to get at the store, too. So we'll make another batch of that dip, but also get some pork belly. I told her it'd be really good with some pork belly bites and do that.
Well, the only reason we had so much blackberries because last week they were on sale for 97 cents.
All right, but still.
They're not on sale this week.
Oh, no, but you could still get them.
I'm so glad y'all like those sausage balls. Shauna said, I'm making sausage balls when I come back to Mom's tomorrow. Fun. What flavor do you have planned? Mary T said, hi, y'all. Been a while. I missed you all. I know, too. Mary. Where you been?
How's the weather where you're at? Because your weather's down here being drunk. I'll tell you that.
She said, hugs all.
Oh, thank you. We miss you so much.
Still no snow here.
Oh, now you're just showing off.
But getting clear and cold now, about 5 Fahrenheit overnight. Oh,
wow.
That's normal for January around here. Almost warm.
I don't know why.
Fleece sweaters and slipper, my biggest tip. Oh, that's true. Getting fleece lined.
What if we made another batch of sausage balls, but use the strawberry keto chow, and it'd be almost like a breakfast.
Oh,
almost like a jam or whatever to it.
Oh yeah, that would probably work really well.
Yeah.
That'd be good when strawberries come in season.
Yeah. Oh, put
That's
some fresh.
such an easy dinner, y'all,
Yes.
because I mean that easily fed Heath and I.
Yeah, and we were completely full too. In fact,
Yes.
she couldn't even finish her portion of it. She gave it to me, and I have no problem finishing it.
Mhm.
Those were amazing.
But they were so good.
Yeah.
And it's just again such an easy dinner meal. Toy Q Cat said that Instant Pot isn't being instant enough tonight. I know. That's the only problem, right? Brenda F said, "Yay for insulation."
Yes.
I know. I hope so, y'all. I know it made an impact this summer, and I feel like so far the house has stayed basically 67. It hasn't gone warmer or really
the only time it went warmer is when I jacked it up too far and it got too hot, so I turned it back down. I think I got it up to 69 one time. I was like, no, this is too much.
Yeah, but I am saying on Sunday,
right.
I am going to bump it up a few degrees because I want it to really be warm in the house in case the power goes out.
But I really like those. We put insulation around the water heater, but then she also found a, I don't know, how do you describe what the thing is? What do they actually call it?
They're called pipe warmers.
Yeah, but it's like a long snake. It's like an extension cord. You just plug it in the wall, but I think it's really cool. Once you plug it in, it's a 3-prong. You just plug it in, and the plug itself lights up, lets you know that it's on.
Yeah.
So I don't have to worry about it.
And these are self-regulating, so it has a sensor on it. So if it tells that the outside pipe temperature gets to 34 degrees, it automatically comes on and starts warming the pipes.
Awesome.
So, because there is exposed pipes from the water heater into the ceiling, the attic. So I got it long enough to cover those so that it's covered until it gets into the attic. And I think that's helped a lot too. Yes. And we need to make sure, it's been a while since I looked at the cover for the water heater. If it, sometimes it falls. I want to make sure it's all the way up.
Because they even put a couple of ratchet straps on it to hold it in place. Remember, because it was dropping. We taped it, but the tape started failing.
Because it's so thick. I was like, if I'm going to buy, I'm going to buy the best that I could buy at that time. So I was like, I got the absolute thickest water heater R rating that you could. And so I got that. Well, the tape they sent with it wasn't strong enough to hold it up.
Seriously, you taped it up and just the weight from it pulled it loose.
Yeah, and we taped it multiple places and it just
crisscrossed them and everything.
Yeah, it just was like, it's not strong enough for the weight.
And I still have a bunch of ratchet straps from when I used to have to haul cabinets and stuff on a trailer and whatnot. Well, they were just sitting in the cabinet over here, so it ain't gonna hurt them to leave them on there. I'm not missing them. I'm not hauling anything.
Right. Mary T said, I'm losing my job next week.
Oh, no.
Long story, but my agents all quit, so my office will close. It's a huge drama.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
My God. Agents can just go elsewhere. I'm the one who will suffer.
Oh, no.
Is this because, I know you said before that the boss or whatever was a real jerk. Is it because of him? Is that what's caused all of this? Is there anything else you can maybe get to help? Oh, that sucks, Mary T.
I'm sorry. That's no bueno.
22 Cat said, hope your power doesn't go out.
Me too.
You've had more power outages than anyone I know.
Because so far we've only had to go out twice, right? Remember, it just blanked on us one time. And the other day, it was weird. It's just like somebody flipped the switch and it went out and it came right back on. It took about 10, 15 minutes and everything came back up. But it's really weird too, because usually when it does it, I have to go into my the job and put in a time correction sheet for it. It didn't even register that it was out. It was out it came back that quick.
Yeah.
That was awesome though. Yeah. The only part that really bad about it, I was right in the middle of a call when a customer happened, and I had no notes on it, so I could call them back or even finish the notes on it. When I loaded my computer back up, everything was gone. I had to start all over.
That sucks.
Because I even had to refresh it 3 times to make it work anyways.
Ugh.
It was annoying.
But yeah, it's a whole thing. I kind of talk about it on this coming week's Warden report about the whole electrical mess here in Texas, but it is a bit ridiculous now. I remember growing up because, again, I've grown up in this house my whole life, and I don't remember the power going out that much when I grew up here. I just don't remember that happening. Us losing power all the time. This is really something that has happened
the last couple of years.
No, I would say probably the last 15, 20 years. Because it was like that before we even got married.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. You moved in and it was it would do that. So I don't know what's happened in the last 20 years. I mean, I kind of do, but I think that's what's caused a lot of this. And so, yeah, because people who have not grown up in this subdivision will, be complaining about, why is this subdivision so? But it's actually not just our subdivision. And people are like, yeah, it didn't used to be like this. But, a lot of the electrical things, though, are just the whole city. So, and the last time we had weather like this was in 2021. And that's when, we had to live in a hotel for 4 months. So,
fingers crossed.
Yeah. So they said I was reading up on it, and a lot of Houstonians are like freaked out because they're remembering the 2021 freeze, and they're like, okay, yeah, that's what it said. A lot of them have PTSD, and it's like, well, yeah.
From what I've seen, especially around here, snow is evil.
Right here.
Yeah.
I feel like when I see Lake Edge, they have snow in Missouri. But it's like not a big deal. Like when it first falls, they're like, "Oh, this kind of sucks." Like, it kind of sucks, but no big deal.
But also, it's different for them. They're used to it. We're not.
Right.
So I said before, these people down here can't even drive in the sunshine.
Right. Well, and I think too, houses where it snows are built different. Yep. Your electricity is built different and everything than it is here. Yep. Everything here is built for sunshine and rainbows. So like all of our electrical is above ground. And I know a lot of places up north are now doing all of theirs under the ground. No, ours is still above the ground. And that's part of the reason we've had so many issues because trees fall. And just the houses and stuff, it's not built for cold climates. Like, a lot of the places we've visited when we've gone on trips, they'll have like a double entry.
Yeah.
But we don't have that here. Anyways, Renee said, good thing it isn't constant pain. Oh, but when it does hit, I just step away or take a minute. They do have a procedure, but money, because it's the new year now, and we'll have a tube dangling out for a week and can't lift patients. So I wait and hope meds, water, lime juice, heat, etc. help. Oh, I'm sorry, Renee. So what's the lime juice? Is that supposed to help break it up or something?
That's for the margaritas.
I'm pretty sure.
I know.
They're saying probably no alcohol.
I know.
But yeah, what is the lime? Is it that acidity helps break down the stones? 22Q Cat said, so much stuff going on for Minnie in the chat tonight. My goodness. Sorry, y'all. I know. This is 2025, y'all.
Right.
Already. Rickwood said, also make sure you have water saved up to flush toilets if the electricity goes out.
Yes.
Well, that's why back when we had the big storm, we got a whole bunch of gallon jugs and we basically save them all and keep them all full of water. Mostly we use it to refresh the dog's water bowl.
I only started doing that because honestly, it's a lot easier to carry that jug with a lid on it back and forth to carry their bowl from the sink back and forth over here and spill it.
Right, especially as much as they drink water.
Right.
So we save it for that. So that's 5 gallons.
Yeah, we had 3 of them at least, and then there's
the other two.
Yeah.
But I've also heard with that, using the bathtub, like pouring water in the bathtub's another good
Or
option.
just scoop it out
and use it to the
That's a good
but
idea too.
great, that's a great suggestion, Joe.
Let's start doing that. Because we only have the one bathtub, but yeah.
Wow. Shauna said Heath works for Home Depot, also doesn't have a working flashlight.
I do. Well, I have several. Plus, I have my phone. My phone has a flashlight on it.
But what if the phones die?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I have 2 other ones right here. I have one in the bedroom.
But I thought one of these was going out. So that's what I'm saying. We might have to see if we have the battery. Mm-hmm. Just put new batteries in, like Lisa said, then you know you're good.
Yeah, it's not like they give me flashlights. So it doesn't matter where I work.
Well, she's saying you work where they sell it.
I know. But again, I don't get any to take home for free. So they still sell it. So that's still a hindrance.
Renee said, yes, gonna put my flannel sheets on tomorrow. Have you seen any Halloween inspired flannel sheets?
Not yet.
I would like that.
I haven't been looking, so no, I haven't.
You haven't. I think one of the next things I want to get, because I feel like my hall bath, those bath mats are getting kind of used looking. Yeah. And so I'm thinking,
upgrade them.
Yeah, maybe this Halloween season, my goal is to find bath and toilet mat set to match, for that bathroom in a Halloween, Gothic look.
Yeah, that's cool.
It'd be
especially
really
with the
cool.
Curtain lock.
Yeah, to get it to match that curtain.
Yeah.
That would be neat too. But sometimes I see, like when I look, because I Googled it, and some of it is just so kitschy.
Yeah.
It's like they want to put like clowns on it or knives with blood. It's like, I don't want it like gross horror. I just want it like Gothic and not cheesy Gothic where it looks silly with how they do the bats or something. Like I want it to look nice, like fancy Gothic, like Voltaire Gothic.
Not looking cartoonish.
Right. That's it. That's the word. Some of them look very cartoonish. So I'm hoping to get...
You don't want Disney Goth.
No. I want, just something in like purples and blacks to go with the rest of the room. Mary T said, I got the best flannel sheets this year. Oh, so thick and soft, like climbing into a hug. Oh, wow. So nice. I bought a second set. Oh, what brand is it?
Share a link with us if you can.
Renee said, thanks, everyone. It's super annoying because I don't do patient well. Oh, we know. And have been so nervous it would pass the big one at work and how mortifying. Oh, I mean, you work at a place. If they don't understand passing a stone, then that's very silly of them, crap. So you don't be mortified if it happens at work.
No, it's already almost 8.
Yeah.
What the heck? That's the longest we've ever cooked on camera.
Keto Simple's here. Hey, Dustin said, I tried sending a super chat. It was supposed to say, can't wait for the March 8th Columbus meetup.
Aw, thank you.
I'm very much looking forward to it.
Yes.
Who all am I getting hugs from?
I'm really excited to finally meet you in person.
I know. I just wished I could meet Chandra.
Right?
Tell her she's going to be missed.
All I wonder, though, if there's any way we can meet up with them one night or whatever, just... But the finagle just to say hi and bye at least.
I don't know because I don't know when it would be.
Yeah, right.
Because we already have plans at Columbus Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday's the Friday night feast.
That's true. We're kind of busy.
I know it's gonna go so fast. That's the thing. It's like never long enough. So that's sad, but that'd awesome. Be cool. That's so great. That's what reminds me excited.
Then. Has everybody gone to the page and signed up?
Yeah.
We only have limited room.
That's right. Oh, Brenda's gonna be going. Nice. I'm so excited. Yes. And we're supposed to have lunch with Brenda in Louisville on that Wednesday. I'm excited for that too. Keto Simple said March 21st is spring.
Okay, nice. Thank you.
Wow. So we'll be there right before spring. Keto Simple said, I'll be listening. I'm driving to Goodwill to pick up Chandra.
Awesome.
Oh, I hope she found some good stuff.
That's awesome. You got his wife a Goodwill. Tell her I said that.
ToyTQ Cat said, I hope it's not freezing or even snowing when you're up here in Indy in March.
Me
She says
too.
it's possible.
Oh,
That'll be a mighty chilly lunch outside. That's
right?
true.
That's true.
Ugh.
That's
Well, hopefully, do the places there, because I see it here where the outside will have those little space heaters.
the ones on a pole.
Yeah. Do y'all have those there? I would imagine.
They're ready for the winter, so I would imagine.
Right.
When this goes off, how long are we supposed to let it sit for?
I mean, until you can open it.
Okay. Well, I didn't know. You said natural release. How long? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if we want a quick release on it.
I mean, if you want to, we can.
Right.
It's just soup.
Yeah.
Keto Simple said, our kids say bet.
Well, he was a kid.
Right. Yeah, he was a kid.
Young whippersnapper.
I know. I love it though, honestly, y'all. I know a lot of people like our age is like, ugh,
No.
but I actually love it. I love language.
What I hate though is when I try and talk like them and I don't know how to do it correctly. Then I sound like an idiot.
right.
Then I really sound old.
I was like, so that's how you use bet. Okay.
It seems to me it's like, oh, I'm not playing poker. Okay.
But like we're watching the latest Goosebumps Vanishing with David Schwimmer. Is anybody else
really good.
watching the Goosebumps?
We got like what, 4 episodes left, I think, right?
3.
Okay, that's even better.
We really powered through last night, but so it has teenagers, right? It's if you don't know, Goosebumps is by R.L. Stine, and he's a young adult writer. And I actually grew up reading his stuff, and so they're usually teenagers. Well, this one, everybody's supposed to be like around 17, 18, 19. And so I'm hearing all of this new verbiage, like they were actually getting on to her brother because she goes, stop using the word bussin'. That's no longer
in vogue.
And I'm like, but really? Bussin' just showed up and it's no longer like, okay, how are we going to keep up with these new words? But I'm learning from the show because I'll hear them and I'm like, oh, that's a word I've never heard of before. Like I'm learning a new language, y'all. But I love it. I mean, we've always done that, right? Mm-hmm. That's why we don't still say thy and thee and right?
Yeah.
Mary T said, have any of you ever tried Creamo Brew? I've seen it, but I don't think I've actually tried it. It's roasted cacao. You brew like coffee. I add a little butter and some sweetener, and it's an awesome treat. Ooh, okay. Been good helping with battle BBB and E. Oh, so you can have that, but you can't have coffee on triple B and E. Is that right?
I thought you could. You could do like 1 cup or whatever.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Well, what do you think? Like, can you tell any difference using it? Because I know a lot of them. Or when I've seen their ads, they're like, oh, it's better for you than coffee. Like, do you feel that?
2 minutes on it now. I'm going to go restart the...
okay. Keto Simple said, eggs at our Aldi were $4.50 a dozen.
Ouch, that hurts.
Oh, yikes.
You know what? While I'm up, I'm going to go use the bathroom.
I was watching one of my frugal channels and they were talking about the price of eggs and then, telling everybody to comment where you're at, what the price is there. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is crazy, y'all. So I was glad that I got I've been getting
the incredible edible eggs, the incredible expensive eggs.
I know. So the last couple times our Kroger would have the weekly digital ad, and one would be for eggs. Last time was $1.99. So I use Heath's account because it's a limit of 5. So I use Heath's account and get 5, and I use my account and get 5. So I got 10 dozen eggs, And then like a few weeks before that, I guess about 6 weeks before that is when they had the 18 count eggs for $2.49. Again, limit 5, but I double it. So supposedly Kroger runs the same type of sales every 6 weeks. So I'm hoping here within the next couple of weeks they'll have the egg sell again. Because that's really helped us. So that's my tip. If you have like Kroger or anywhere that does egg specials, create 2 accounts. Like you and Chandra can each have an account. And like what I do, like with Kroger, you don't have to always scan the Kroger card. You can put in an alternate number. And so I have it for a number for him and a number for me, so I don't have to keep switching, on the phone. I could just use our alternate ID for when I ring his up. And that's what we try to do because, and Heath, he goes through the eggs. Renee said the local farm I get my fresh eggs from are $4 a dozen. Well, yeah, because $4, it's a local place. They're probably not getting hit with the ovarian flu and stuff. So that's probably why they're still producing. Brenda F said, yes, plenty of places don't accept Visa. Wow, that is crazy. So what did they take if they're not taking Visa? Like, then what else would they take? Like, is it a cash only place, or is it like they only do like Amex, Discover? I'm trying to think what else, and MasterCard, right? Aren't those the made for? Wow. Mary T said sausage balls on the menu for when we break BBB and E next week. Ooh. Well, y'all, please do me a favor.
What?
When you make the sausage balls, please post and share our video directly because we want people to follow the link to our video.
But I thought you couldn't have cheese in Petrol B&E.
She said when they break.
Oh, I see. Okay, my bad. All I heard was it would be great on there. My bad.
But yeah, so if you can, please post pictures and share the video link. That really, really helps. And hopefully the more people that see it, then maybe we can then get Keto Chow to add it permanently to their website. So just if you can help us get that out there, shared and everything, we'd so appreciate y'all. Shauna said, I've made sausage balls at least 7 times now.
Really?
Wow. Thank you.
Who said that?
Shauna. It's so, really, it's pretty quick and it's so easy and simple.
The air fryer.
Right. And they just turn out so good. And that's a great way to meal prep, yes. Because you make the balls and then you can put so many in each serving and freeze them and it works perfect, right?
Right.
Mary T said, those are affordable farm eggs, Renee. We pay $7 to $7.50 here. Today, 2 out of 5 were double yolkers. So guess I'm not complaining too much. Wow, that's awesome. I think last time I checked, dozen farm fresh eggs here, I think were $6 a dozen when I looked at the farmer's market. So yeah. Ours, she's got a really good hookup there. Yeah, you love your cups.
For some reason, I have 2 half full. That's weird.
Renee said, I went grocery shopping for a few things on Wednesday, but today I decided I wanted to make a big batch of meaty chili this weekend.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Sometimes you and Heath, I swear, are on the same freaking brain link.
Well, I honestly...
A brain wave?
Yeah. I have a brand new idea for a recipe I'm going to start cooking Sunday. She's not too impressed lately with how we've been making our prime rib. So I'm going to take one, debone it, slice it up like you would a roast or like a roast, and like you would for a stew meat. And I'm gonna make a green chili with that. Make a green chili stew, but with prime rib.
So be looking for that recipe video. But yeah, that's gonna be good. Isn't it something I feel like when cold weather hits,
Yes.
chili is like so good. Renee said, I love the double yolks, right? You were getting them a lot. Right, yes, Tweet Q Cat said 7 times. That's quite the advertisement for sausage balls. I better make those. I'm saying. I'm telling you, Lynn, when you make the sausage balls, you're going to see how easy it is and how delicious. And that's going to, you might be like, and then you're going to be like, I eat burgers and balls.
We've only done them 3 times, haven't we?
Oh, no, we did them 3 times before we even had the live.
Well, no, it's all 3 different flavors. Okay.
Oh, yeah. The next flavor I want to do is the gingerbread.
What sausage do you want to do that with? The same
Probably
one,
the regular sage, I think, would go well with the gingerbread. So, yes, y'all, it is so good. You got to try it. I'm telling you, Lynn, you'll love it. And Shai said, I love the breakfast, lunch, or dinner, right? It's perfect all the time. And she said, because apple goes good with pork. Tomorrow I'm going to make with Casey apple pie.
That sounds good, too. I don't even have any left, though.
No, we don't have any more apple pie.
I'm telling you, we really need to make an order.
I thought they discontinued that.
No, I'm saying an order of just several different ones.
Yeah. Wow, that's
great.
So
I love that, though, how we fall in love with a flavor and they discontinue it.
That sounds really good, though, Shauna. Please post a picture and tell me how freaking delicious it is so I can cry some more. Patty said, I keep getting pulled away. My phone has rang twice. Don't these people know it's the Friday night feast? I mean, they should.
That's why you put your phone on Do Not Disturb.
Or you tell them, hey, come join me over on the Friday night feast.
Or like on Sundays, my brother wants to come over and hang out. I said, well, look, I have to do it in the evening because I have an afternoon meeting.
Right? Right? 22Q Cat said, I usually buy 10 dozen eggs at a time. So no, I'm not exactly thrilled to be paying $45 just for eggs when I get groceries.
It's like you're having to go buy a car. That's what it feels like. I'm going to quick release this, okay?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, right? Wow, $45. Oh, it's such a hit, especially when it seemed like forever eggs were like 99 cents a dozen. Can we please go back to that? Mary T said, boss is a jerk. Yes, he raised all their commission splits to the tune of about $6,000 a year.
We did what now?
Raised all of their commission splits to $6,000 a year. In addition to what they pay now, there was a revolt. Serves him right, but Dave, what did I do?
Right. I want to move that over here. So we can...
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Mary.
Well, we don't need this, right?
And he can't get any other agents? Or what is he going to do then, right?
Well, obviously good. He feels like he's bulletproof, so maybe he already had somewhere else in mind. That's why he didn't care.
Shauna said, I had to switch from 2 earbuds to 1 because Mom keeps asking me questions, but she's on her phone and watch more Hallmark Channel. I'm going to need debriefing. Oh gosh, Shauna, I'm sorry. And Renee said, so Shelly said you moved in and it was happening. So he brought the bad power juju.
Obviously.
No, it was already happening before he moved in.
I just quickened it.
I don't know. I don't think you did anything. It's just it's the same as
never do anything.
I'm saying it's been doing this for about 20 years. So it's not a new thing, but it's not like an always thing. Because this subdivision's been around for like 50 years. So most of it didn't do it.
Ooh.
Right? Renee said
goodness.
people here still claiming Harvey PTSD with every weather extreme. It's a little insane. Yeah, sometimes it's I think just depending on what they've gone through, but Harvey, how long ago was Harvey? Wasn't that about 12 or so years ago?
Is that the way? Good, bad? Yes or no?
That's good. Okay, I'm gonna serve this up. Keto Simple said, "I'm stoked to be going to the Q&A in Dixon, Tennessee, with Amanda Decker and Kenisha Berry, hanging out with Chris Cookie Nashville and Ash. So excited! 2025 is kicking off with a bang. That's awesome. When is that in Dixon, Tennessee? What does that happen? And is it open to anybody to go? Like, or do you have to have an invite? What's the deal with it? Oh, this smells so good. You know I love the broth.
We're done with this, right?
Yeah. Get some broth on mine. Oh, wow.
Oh, and I got you a drink. Did you want it?
Yeah, I want it. Okay. Here's Heath with all his shrimp in there, y'all.
And I just finished off the bags, which is easier.
Yeah. So there's how it looks right now. Now I'm going to add broth to his.
I was wondering too, though.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be weird if I thought it was too spicy if I added sour cream to it to calm it down?
Yeah, sour cream or even a vinegar would work.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of vinegar, though.
All right. And there it is with probably his level of spice.
And then what's really good, too, there's enough left over so you can have it for lunch tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Okay. There you go.
And then get this out of the way. And what's really cool about this, too, we kind of treat it like a crock pot and leave it running.
Yeah.
And it'll be warm for her tomorrow for her lunch.
And there's mine, y'all. Oh, yeah. Y'all. This is so freaking good. I'm sorry that everybody's in Texas. But Lisa, L Strange, go to the Buddha's Brew. This Meyer lemonade kombucha. OMG, y'all. OMG. It is freaking amazing. That is what lemonade should taste like.
This up here anyways.
Right? That's what lemonade should taste like. It is like perfect because my gripe with like lemonade, first, I don't like powder, never did.
Aww.
It had to be fresh squeezed, but a lot of times they make it so sweet. And I've always enjoyed my lemonade on the sour side, and this is exactly that.
You want some of this?
Sure.
That's that smoked salt.
Yeah. Our Redmond smoked salt, y'all.
And then usually I'd have a soda, but I don't feel like going out there. Well, I have this whole kombucha
right?
And I have this tea. I don't need.
Renee said, luckily, there we go. Luckily, when I had my house inspected, they said my insulation was excellent. Good.
Awesome.
Can you tell? Like, does the house feel like it keeps pretty good? Mary T said, we don't have a double entry, but all our windows are double. Maybe even triple pane. Wow. And all our walls and attic are well insulated.
Oh,
that's awesome.
It's just chicken alone is good.
Ooh.
The only downside, though, the shrimp is all at the bottom.
Well, you can stir.
I know. But this big small tray, I'm like a mess.
That is so good. Now, one thing you can do, I think it kind of turns it to Tom Ka, but you can add coconut milk.
Oh, yeah.
And then that gives a little bit of the coconut flavor, and then that creams it a little bit. Keto Simple said, I figure with no KPL, I'll just hit smaller things where I can to make up for it.
Yes.
Exactly.
That's so depressing, though, that there's no KPL anymore. Because when she said it felt like a family reunion, she's right. It really did. I've only went 2 years, but still, it was amazing. We went twice.
Okay, I thought 3, but yeah, maybe just twice. This broth is amazing. It's got just the right different, like you get a little bit of fattiness because of the butter, and then that sour, just a little like a tang almost. Right. Given that like acid, it's sour. It's so good. Oh my gosh, I love it. And the heat level, I think is perfect. What do you think?
I'm so far good. Because remember, what really messed me up the other night when I ate it was when I was just drinking the broth by itself. That's when the spice really hit me.
Renee said lime juice helps with the alkalinity of the urine, so it doesn't hurt as bad. Oh,
okay.
And actually, my urologist said wine was fine, coffee is fine, meat is fine, because I'm doing everything else right. All helps you pee. Oh, wow. So wine's okay. Wow. Well, that's good. Mary T said, I made Chris Cookie Nashville butter mayo several times the last few weeks. Game changer. I put that poop on everything. Oh, wow. Nice. Or that butter on everything. That's great. Sharon said, be right back to remove mom's ice pack. 5:45 p.m. Oh, you're so good. Keto Simple said, we use the lime package from True Lime. They have maltodextrin. But it's a small amount. Oh, really? I thought the True Lime was really just really lime.
Well,
I thought that's why everybody was using them, because it was just like basically lime powder. That's a shame. Like, why do people do that? Renee said, I saw some spooky flannel online because ones in store are never king. Usually twin or full. Guess they only think kids want that stuff. I know. Why is that? Well, send me a link. I'd like to see the spooky ones.
Bugs me. Ring on here.
Brenda S said, look and see if there's a 108 quilt backing gothic fabric can make sheets. Oh, 108 quilt backing gothic fabric. Oh, that'd be cool. Renee said, the bedding set I got is pretty gothic black. Ooh. Now, is that the one you got from, was it TJ Maxx or, one like that? Tweet to Q Cat said, clouds on my sheets. Nope. I don't need to wake up and be horrified. I hate clouds. Always have. Creepy. So does Renee. She hates them too. I mean, I don't want to wake up to clouds either. They don't, I mean, like, I think it does you and Renee, but I'm not like, I don't want them in my sheets or in my decor. Right. So and I think I like the more, if y'all know who Voltaire is, what's his whole channel? I forget it, Renee. But he does more of the kind of like, I would say, what like a gothic rococo. So just that very over the top, I like that. Like rococo is just real like I'm trying to think of what is it Versailles? But it's where it's like really heavily adorned and like the molding or trims were layers and curved and very over the top. I like that, but I want it black or like a deep purple and black.
No, this is too hot, but it's almost not spice, but temperature wise, it's too hot.
Yeah,
but it's perfect for this weather, though.
Mm-hmm.
You timed this just right.
Mm-hmm. Renee said, "I'm sure they understand, but I don't want to be crying in the bathroom at work and have to people when I'm in that condition."
Right.
You know, well, that's true.
Right, especially if she's right in the middle of trying to handle a patient and all of a sudden it hits her.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be really nerve-wracking for her and the patient.
Right. I'm so sorry you're going through that, Renee. Oh yeah. Renee said, "Right, Lynn? Nightmare before you even fall asleep." Oh yeah, Shauna doesn't like clouds either. Oh, that is hilarious. Keto Simple said, "We have the pole heaters at outside dining places. It's like bitching, you know?" Yes. Oh, so bussin' is like bitching now? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Kids these days.
I mean, I like it though. I try to learn it. And
no, because as soon as you do, they're going to change it.
That's fine.
Remember, because we were born in the 1900s.
I know. It's so sad. But like I'll say some of it to my coworker, and she just laughs at me. She's like, "Oh my goodness."
Because how much younger is she than you?
I guess about 16 years.
16? Wow.
She's born in 92.
Oh, wow.
Well,
okay. Yeah. So that's about the size of, the age of my youngest brother, right?
No, he's older than that.
Oh, wow. Okay, my bad.
I think he's close to 40, babe. I think he was saying he was 38 now, either 38 or 39. No, yeah, she is. But what's so funny, like with her, like I don't even think about, because most of the time I feel like she's like we're the same age with each other.
Right.
So it's hard to think like, oh, I'm 16 years older. I'm like, what am I? And she doesn't think that way either. She forgets that I'm like literally the same age as her parents.
That's what I'm saying. Which one of y'all is not acting their age?
Well, I guess they're a couple of years older, but still, I'm like,
you or her, though, I'm saying.
I would have been in high school with her parents, you know, at the same time. And yet she's like, she doesn't think I'm like her mom. She's just like, no, you're like my sister. So it's funny, right? Mary T said, "I've been doing BB&E 95%, still drinking lots of coffee and the odd sweetened Creole brew. Sort of cheaty, but good enough for me." Well, I mean, it's you, right, Mary T? I mean,
what they say though,
I don't think you have to be so strict.
You're young at heart, and she's just an old soul.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Thank you, Brenda. She said she shared our sausage ball video. Thank you so much. Mary T said, "I've been helping resurrect my old Keto Over 50 group. I'll post the recipe and video there." Oh, thanks, Mary T. Yeah, share. Shauna said she'd like to be that. Yeah, share your group. And if you want, you're fine sharing it in our HungryHeath Facebook group. You can share the link. Too. Yeah, huh?
You said HungryHeath.
HungryHeath. YouTube or the HungryHorde headquarters. That's what it is. Facebook group. You can definitely share a link to your group. I approve that. So you're fine with going ahead and posting it, you know, to offer it to anybody in our group to join too. Shauna said, "Got a scoot here for Mom birthday surprise." Oh, how exciting. Have fun. Brenda F said, I seen an older video of Keto over 50. She made soup with sausage balls. Looked good. Ooh. Mm-hmm. It does sound good. I wonder if you could do that with the Keto sausage balls. Like, maybe air fry them first and then add them to the soup.
What is that one dish? It was a Mexican dish. We used to get on the cruise all the time. I loved it. It was a soup. It had like little bitty meatballs in it.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called. I'll say it started with an A. If I remember correctly.
Abadillo or something?
Yeah. I want to recreate that.
That would be good. Mary T said he will close my office, maybe another.
Wow.
And keep the office with the most agents. That one is in a trendy Lake Town, pricey real estate, unless they all quit too. I'll find out next week.
Oh boy. Fingers crossed.
Oh gosh, Mary T. Oh, I'm so sorry.
This soup is really, really filling.
It is.
I like it.
Tweet to Cat said that looks so good. Soups and other hot foods are really all I want these days in this weather. I'm gonna say, I find myself the same way. Like I want a hot lunch lately. What?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I got an idea for something we can make. We have all that other bag of shrimp. We can make a chowder.
Oh yeah. So I will say that I do want it, and like I've noticed this past couple of weeks that the cottage cheese I'm not really wanting right now.
It's the wrong temperature.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, it's just too cold to have cottage cheese.
Because it's a cold lunch.
Right. But get this, Renee, are you listening? My work sister said she prefers the Aldi cottage cheese. I was like, really? I find the Daisy, she does not like the Daisy from Sam's. I said, really? I find it so creamy. And she goes, that's why they don't like it. They like the Aldi because it's watery.
That sounds awful.
Well, I mean, I was fine with it till I discovered the Daisy, so to each their own. But they have it as a side with their like dinner. So like he'll make steak and then green beans and then a side of cottage cheese.
That's different. Okay.
Mary T said, my mouth burns from here when Shelly coughs from spice. Laugh out loud. There's like my lips are actually tingling, y'all. Brenda S said, Autumn said she wasn't saying there wouldn't be another KPL. She just needed a break. I pray she returns. Well, yeah, hopefully.
I just noticed a lot of times when that happens, when they take a break, it's really hard for them to come back. I've seen it with other avenues before, other groups and stuff.
Yeah. Well, and it's just so much is going on right now. Right. So maybe, maybe it'll give her a chance to get invigorated. Sometimes that happens too. Right. You take a break and then you find out and you miss it, and then you have the energy for it again.
Spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Put hair on your chest.
Oh, Brenda said she's seen skulls on Amazon. Oh. Okay. And Brenda said, I came in late. What you eating? Oh, so we made Tom Yum soup. So it's a Thai soup. Basically, I would think of it as like a Thai chicken soup. No noodles, even in the original, no noodles. Basically, we're using chicken, but any protein will do. And then it's a kind of a sour, savory soup. So it does have lime juice, and it's got a little bit of fish sauce, but you don't taste it. And then I just did chicken because, I was cheap, but any protein would work. And then he also sauteed up some shrimp to add to his as well. But yeah, it's just a really good, to me, it's just a nice soup, right? Especially if you're feeling under the weather. That's usually when I really want Thai food, is when I'm under the weather, because you can make it as spicy as you want. So I get the max spicy, and then just that broth, and all of this is really good. It has ginger. Mine has some turmeric in it. It's got lemongrass.
It's hearty, I tell you that.
Yeah. And so all of those, really warm anti-inflammatory spices are in there. And that just really helps if you're feeling a little under the weather. Mary T said, "Oh, thanks, Shelly. The group used to so active, has 21,000 members. Wow. Pretty
That's
quite
awesome.
still. But with activity again, it's getting out there. Oh, good. That's awesome, Mary T." 22Q Cap said, "I had a lot of really good friends at work that were 20 years younger than me, but we all seemed the same age. We all acted the same and just seemed the same age. Must be my youthfulness. Ha 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 ha."
Right.
Right. I think that's true. That I think, and I feel like this is you too, Joe, that if you're kind of open to learning and being receptive of change, basically, I think it makes it easier when you have coworkers that are younger, because you're not trying to be old and stuck.
Well, they say you're only as old as you feel.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I worked with one lady, and like she remembered when computers first started being used, and so you couldn't train her on anything anymore, because she'd be like, "Oh, I'm too old to learn that. Oh, I'm too old to learn it. I'm gonna keep doing it this way, because this is the way I was trained, and that's what I'm gonna do." And they would be like, "Well, but this is what we're doing." She'd be like, "Mm-mm, this is the way it's gonna be." Like, she just didn't. And so she kind of put on that, like, no. And you would come in there and I'd be like, "Well, can't you do this?" And she would get kind of offended, like, "You young and don't tell me how to do my job." She's very much like that. And I think if you do act like that, then yeah, you're probably not gonna jive as well with somebody who's younger, because you're looking at them as almost a threat.
Well, when I used to work at that one cabinet company, we had one guy that refused to do anything on the computers. He refused to do anything with the computer. And he just had a regular phone. He would never take pictures with it or anything. And that's what they wanted to start doing, was taking pictures of all the jobs.
Right.
To document it and everything like that and turn it in. And he was refused to do it. So he didn't last very long.
Incredible.
And he wasn't that much older than me either. That's what's really crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He was just a redneck. No, I guess no. He was just a country bumpkin.
22Q Cat said, "I had a lot of really good friends at work that were 20 years younger than me, but we all seemed the same age. We all acted like the same. It just seemed that," oh, I just read that, didn't I?
Yep.
Oh, I said, I don't know why I thought it said Rickman. I'm sorry. That was Lynn. But yeah, I still see the same. To me, when you just said how old you were, I don't believe that at all. Like, again, I feel like you're our age.
No, and a lot of them, I feel like we're older than them.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Like, a lot, I'm like we're I just feel like all of us are the same age. And I feel like, Lynn, like you always, I was shocked when you said that. You don't look it, and you certainly don't act it. And I feel like we share a lot of similarities, like music-wise and stuff.
Right. Well, I noticed too, though, especially you and I, we like a lot of music from the era before us.
Mm-hmm.
One way I think our parents did to do us right.
Yeah. Well,
teaching us.
20Q Cat said, yes, I prefer the Aldi cottage cheese, but I think it's because that's the only brand I've had for probably 10 years. Just used to it, I guess. I could eat it every day. Love it. Wow, that's awesome. I mean, I was really enjoying cottage cheese there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also, here's the other thing.
She gets burned out quick.
I get burned out really quick. So it's like, I think it's the combination of, I've been having cottage cheese, for how long now? I feel like a few months.
It's almost like overexposure for you.
Right. And I just am like, okay, I need a break. And I do that a lot. Like, I remember in college, I ate tuna forever. And then I just couldn't eat it anymore. It's like, that's what I do to myself. I eat something until I just can't anymore. And I'm just done. So it could be that, or it could be the weather. We'll see. Mary T said, I think Autumn tried to make a go of her new finance channel. Yeah.
But can you do a retreat for that, though?
Well, yeah, there is already one.
Yeah.
I think Fidelity puts it on, but they have a big finance conference every year.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, then you just get finance people to be speakers.
Right.
And 22Q Cat said, may I never be one of those old people who is fearful of learning new things, right? Exactly.
Well, it's like they teach us at our job, though. They said the only constant is change.
Mm-hmm. Right. This is so good. I think it's much better with the tomatoes.
Right. Oh, man.
Don't you feel like it?
Yes.
I feel like the tomatoes just added another layer of flavor. Because I felt like the other day it was just missing something. It's the tomatoes.
Well, do you want to drink my broth? Because I can't.
Just pour it back in.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to try this now. I notice it looks like we're going to probably wrap it up here in a couple of minutes. So if you have any further questions, comments, anything you want to share, do that now, y'all. Type it now. And then we'll call it a night.
Oh, wow. That is spicy, y'all. It messed me up. Like, you started making my eyes water. You see that? Oh. Yeah, because I already drank mine, the whole thing.
Have you tried this?
No.
You want to try it?
Yeah, what flavor is it getting? The lemonade?
Lemonade.
Maybe I think I have.
This is a Meyer lemonade kombucha.
It's all right. It's
To
not sweet
me,
enough for me.
Oh, no. To me, this is the perfect lemonade. Renee, if you get Buddhist Brew, it's at my HEB. They've been having this. I highly recommend this one. Oh, my gosh. It's so good.
You know what you can do, though? Pull it up on the app, screenshot it, send it to her so she knows exactly which one.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
If you want me to, Renee. I think you like lemonade. That's really good, though. Okay.
Ripping.
Oh, sorry.
Maybe this is his and hers.
Rick Wood said, I remember when we first went to computers in our office in the 90s, so many people retired because they didn't want to learn to turn on a computer and log on. Yeah, you've seen that this isn't something new.
Right.
Like it has happened throughout history, right? When there's been major changes.
Because weren't people also scared of cars?
Yeah. And well, throughout time, even, before that. So it's like such a shame, right? I hope I'm never like that as well. Like I think of like how even in my career, how much things have changed, and I'm glad I've adapted, and I hope I continue to adapt, as things change. I try to always be open to change and just learning a new way and of doing something, and maybe I think that's also good, like in the workspace. I think that's good when you do have maybe people of various ages, right? But you all feel the same age because you really learn from each other.
Right.
Because if you're younger, you're learning from someone with more experience that maybe knows a certain way of doing things and the history of things. And then the younger person also teaches someone who's been in there a while some new thoughts and processes that come in. Like I was talking to Lakin, and I was like, what social media do you go on TikTok all the time? And she said, oh no, I've never been on TikTok. She goes, I barely get on Facebook. And it's such a different thing because, like, for me, I felt like, yeah,
we're the old people now because we're using Facebook. That's what everybody says.
Well, and apparently, like TikTok and all that. She said she just mostly uses Snapchat.
Oh wow!
And we don't even use Snapchat. Does anybody here use Snapchat? But that's what her main mode of chatting with people. And I've heard that before, like on some newer teen things, they'll be like, Snap. Yeah, just send me a snap. Did you see what was on Snapchat? Blah, blah, blah.
Wow.
Brenda F. said, my sister runs an elementary lunchroom for years. She took early retirement because they went to computers. Wow. And I get it. It can be very difficult to learn something new. But then it really does pay off later because you think about it, even though you might retire from work, look at how quickly life has become reliant on a computer.
Well, not only that, but it sounds silly because you can't even work on a car really anymore. You have to be I feel like you have to be a computer programmer to work on a car now. You can't even just twist a bolt to fix it anymore.
Right. Well, and this is what's sad too, because if you think about who are the people who aren't using computers are unfortunately mostly older people. Well, that's why a lot of scammers and fraudsters target regular postal mail for people who still send physical checks in the mail. And I know sometimes there's certain places that only require a check to be mailed, which I think is crazy. But
how quaint.
Right. But the fraudsters actually check for that because they know that most people who are sending a physical check are usually older people who won't catch it for maybe a month or so.
Before it's too late,
And by that time, everything could be gone from their account because they don't check on computers every day. They don't get all the phone and app notifications. Like both of our banks, anything we, pay, we get a notification, blah, 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 was deducted. Your new balance, blah, blah, blah. And it's a notification on our phone. So I know immediately when something is charged.
Right.
And so, like, I'll be like, hey, like, if I see something, I'm like, I didn't buy anything. I'll be like, he's like, yeah, it was me. But immediately.
I get them all the time too at work. So we have a system where you can send a text message to track your orders. And some of the older or seasoned customers refuse to do it because they don't want to mess with the phone. It just totally confuses them. I've even had them tell me, well, how do we get on the computer? I didn't tell you to get on the computer. I said text. And it just completely, there's a disconnect. They don't understand the
lingo.
Yeah, of what it is. And it's just sometimes it's really hard to explain to them what's going on.
Yeah. So that's why I try to give grace when I go to a store and the kid's like 16 and they're like, just tap it. And I'm like, okay. Because they probably look at me like that. Look, this lady don't know how to tap her card. Right?
Well, and I get mad at them too. Because I'm like, well, last week that wasn't in here, so I'm sorry. But we're in that generation too, where people are talking about you get upset when they rearrange the aisles in the grocery store on you.
Right?
Now, like I said, now we sound like the curmudgeons.
I know.
I feel bad about that.
Tweet TQ Cat said, I remember the very first time I tried to use a computer mouse.
Yes.
Had never really seen one at that time. It was hilarious. I felt so stupid. Sounds dumb now, but I guess I get how new things are scary.
Well,
right. And I bet that was something to be like, what is this? What am I gonna do with this now? Well, I saw what I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
And my work sister just sent me, it's called Bathroom Reader.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the sections was about tech calls. And the person was like, I keep putting my mouse and it's not doing anything. I have it up to it. I moved it right where it's supposed to go. And he's like, you're doing what now? And he said, yeah, it said click here. So he actually picked up his mouse and was trying to click, and he's like, and it's not working. The mouse is not.
What? But like I told somebody at work earlier too, though, I was getting on like my mom or my dad about how whatever they were doing on the computer, laughing at them. They're like, look, slow down. Remember, I had to teach you how to use a spoon. So don't get on to me about all this, your newfangled stuff.
Your newfangled.
Right.
All right, y'all. That is so much fun. Well,
but I can remember back in the day too, when I first went to work for that one cabinet company. This was before GPS got real popular and was using it. I still carried a Rand McNally road atlas with me. And what's the other book?
Don't ask me. That was before my time.
No, it wasn't. You never used a road atlas to get around? Or there's another one too. It's another little booklet. I can't remember. It's called something. I can't remember what it's called now. But I carried two different ones so I could look up where get to where I need to go. This is even before MapQuest. Wow. We didn't even have that. Yeah.
I remember using MapQuest. I think whenever I went to driver's ed school, I think they talked about those things. You were like a key map.
That's what it was. The other one.
Yeah.
I had both. I had one key map, and then I had a Rand McNally road atlas.
I remember they taught us how to use it, and I was like, oh my gosh, this seems so hard
to
figure out. And then it was like the next day, MapQuest came out, and I'm like, oh, that's how you do it.
Because I remember too, I had a pager, then I had a cell phone, and then at that same job for a while, we had what we called Nextel. And it was basically just the powerful walkie-talkie. Because some of the superintendents, they had an option where you could be a walkie-talkie or a phone or both. And some of them only had the Nextel. That's the only way we get a hold of them. It was really rough about it, though, because you'd be in a meeting or we're sitting out for lunch or something like that, and all of a sudden your phone would go off, somebody start talking to you.
Yeah, it said MapQuest was launched in 1996.
And see, and I was class of 95.
And that's the year I graduated was 96.
Yeah,
so
I was class of 95, so it's still back. Oh.
So that's what I was saying. I didn't have to use it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's so funny, right? And I was always excited because I think that's also true with how old you are, because I remember when I learned about computers, originally it was when my brother got one, and then the first thing he did was have to tear it apart to see how it worked.
Oh, I remember my brother having one. It was a little piece. It was a little contraption that he plugged in the TV. He used the TV as his monitor, and he saved all of his data on cassettes. That's what he loaded in. I think it was Texas Instrument. I think it was a little computer. It was like a home computer thing.
No, he had one of the original IBMs, the green screen where it was a box. Yeah, that's what he started with. And then he tore it apart to see how it worked.
Wow.
And he wanted to figure it out. And I just thought, this is so incredible.
Right.
I was like, oh my gosh. And then as you know, everything came out. I was like, yeah, this is going to be great. But I remember there were people mostly that were older than me. They were so close to my age that were just like, I don't know, this sounds oh, the internet's going to be horrible. That's not what, and I'm like, I know I can see totally where this is going. Like, this seems like, I think it'll be better overall. And then I was like, and then, you know, when I worked medical records, which is my first job, and then I was like, yeah, medical records should not be hardback. Like, this should be like on computers. We should be storing everything on computers. And people were like, oh, they would never store medical records on computers. Like, how safe would that be? I'm like, safer than the freaking paper document that you keep losing.
Right. But some people are just like, oh, we bear change.
Yeah, they were just like, no. And I remember when I first started at that hospital, so I was like 15, the monitors were that orange and black. Oh, it was so. And then when we finally got like the first Windows, I was like, oh, this is so cool. The little things, right? Brenda laughed, right? And Toy Tiki Cat said, Road Atlas. Yes, I'm familiar with that, Heath. Mary T said, oh my God, agent just called. 2 agents fired from a big office. 2 quit in another office, and my 2 in my office. Going to be an interesting week next week. Go out with a bang.
Right.
Wow, they were fired.
Oh,
yikes.
That's very.
That's crazy, Mary T. Well, all right, y'all. Well, we will call it an evening.
Yeah, we've rambled on about nothing for a while.
Right. Well, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.
Tune in Sunday.
Yes, tune in Sunday.
There's no Supper Club tomorrow. It's going to be next week.
Yes, Supper Club on the 25th.
Okay, perfect.
And I've already gotten a whole lot more yeses. That actually more people have responded now.
That worked better for them. Okay.
Yeah, it seems like a lot more people are better.
So tomorrow you're going to send it out again, the email, or do you?
No, it's already done.
Oh, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah. Joy Cat, last comment. She said, I've always worked in a pharmacy. My first job, we typed the prescription labels on a typewriter.
Wow.
Oh my God, I'm old. It wasn't even an electric typewriter.
Wow. Like an annual.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I was feeling old because when I used to work at Home Depot back in the day, I worked in the paint department. We had a giant Lazy Susan that spun around, had all the paint filament, paint colorants in it. We had to dial it in and fill it. The thing spit out a little formula for us, told us how much of each to add in. Now the kids just walk up, hit a button, and it does everything for you. I'm so jealous.
Wow. Brenda, yes. So the Supper Club, I sent out another email because I only had 4 people respond. And so I only had 2 yeses. And so then I saw several other people start commenting that they couldn't do the 18th. So I opened it back up, and several people said the 25th worked better. And so we changed it to the 25th. So the Supper Club will be the 25th, not tomorrow, a week from tomorrow. Oh, and she said next week is better for me also. Good. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Awesome. It just seemed like everybody was like, yeah, the better was the 25th.
I think it's awesome, too, that we're flexible for that, too.
Yeah.
Because our main thing is we want to hang out with everybody.
I know.
And actually, it works out better for us, too, because it means we get to go get prime rib tomorrow night. We get to use those coupons.
And it gives y'all a longer chance to try the recipe.
Yes, and watch it and learn it, yeah.
I'd love for y'all to give it a try.
Yes, please.
All right, y'all. Bye. Have a wonderful weekend. See you Sunday. 1 p.m.
Sunday.